Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how you can implement ViewState in your ASP.NET web project. So you need to go to Visual Studio Code and click on create a new project, and here you need to create a .NET web application. So choose C# and then select the Windows option and the web from this category. Scroll down and then choose the ASP.NET web application, the .NET framework. Click on it and click on next. Give it some name. I'm just naming it as ViewState application 1. Click on create. Choose the empty version and then click on create. Now once your project is created, you need to right click on the solution name and then click on add a new item. We will be adding a web form. So choose the web form option. If you cannot see the web form over here, then you'll have to go on this web option and then choose the web forms, and you can select the first option which you can see in this list. So I'll select this web form option, then click on add. Now the web form has been added successfully. Now let us start by adding some elements in our web page. I will add the text box. Now talking about view state. In ASP.NET, every element has a view state associated with it. So what this view state does is, so consider an example where you have a form and you have to fill your name and submit it. So whenever you will fill your name in the text box, the ASP.NET's view state property will collect your name and then store it in some file by encrypting it so that nobody will be able to access your details. So let me show you how you can implement it in your application. Select this Xbox and then choose the enable view state option from this property menu. You can see that this enable view state is already set to true. If it is set to false, then you can choose the enable view state to be true. And once I select it as true, it adds a new parameter in my text box field, which is enable view state equals to true. Now I will add a label and I'll give it a value of 1. The text will be 1. And then I'll add a button. So what this button will do is, whenever I will click the button, it will increment the value of this label. When I click it for the first time, the value of this label 1 will be changed to 2. Then when I click it the second time, the value of this label will be changed to 3. So we will be implementing this with the help of ViewState. So again, you need to enable the ViewState for this label also. Search for the enable ViewState option and then set it to true. Once you have set enable view state option to true, we will move on to the code behind part. So choose the design option and then double click on this button. Now that we are in the code file, let us start by implementing the view state property. So I will simply write label 1 dot text equals to label 1 dot text. I'll parse it to integer plus 1. Then I will convert it into string dot to string. Add a semicolon and you're done. Now let us see by implementing this. You can go back to your design and then right click on this page, select the view in browser option. Okay, so you can see the text is already set to 1. When I click this button, the value changes to 2. Then again if I click it, it changes to 3 and so on. Now just consider the scenario if I wouldn't set the enable view state property to true. If I set the enable view state of this label to false, then the value of this text would never be updated in the web page. So let us execute this by right clicking on this page and then view in browser. Now if I click it, it changes from 1 to 2, but then it loses its state. So finally it does not change and I'm not able to see any update. This is how ViewState stores the value of elements in our web page. Now again, if I change it to true, I'll be able to increment it. But now, since I'm saving the view state of this text box also, I will display the value of this text box too, value of the text in the text box too. So let's go to design and then double click on this button. Now create a view state object, view state, and then let me just give it a value as name. You can give it anything. I'm just setting it as name equals to text box 1 dot text. Then you need to add response dot write. In this write method, you need to pass the view state object, view state name, and add semicolon. Now let us go back to the designer view. Right click on this page, click on view in browser. Once the page loads, I will check if the view state of this label is stored. So when I click on button, it increments the value. So that means the view state is stored. Now let us see if the value of this text box is stored or not. So I'll write my name and I'll click on this button. So you can see my name has been updated and it is stored. So when I changed it, the value also changed. So this is how you can implement view state in your web applications. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you like the video, then do press the like button, and if you want more such contents, then do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next